Well, he's the man whose silence on the entire IPL betting scandal has sparked off a storm of its own. But now the secret behind his conspiracy of silence may be fully revealed. A curious conflict of interest has emerged between Dhoni's business role and his cricketing responsibilities. And in the days ahead, you can bet more of these conflicts of interest of players, managers and administrators will remain exposed. As many as 3 regulars in the one-day circuit are managed by a sports firm where MS Dhoni, team captain, reportedly has a 15% stake. This puts the Indian skipper in a conflicting position as he has a share in the profits of the firm, even as he opines or votes for these players as the Indian captain. The report says Dhoni owns a 15% stake in the marketing firm Riti Sports Management, set up by his close friend and business associate Arun Pandey. The same firm also manages 3 other players, Suresh Raina, Ravindra Jadeja and Pragyan Ojha. Raina and Jadeja are also regulars member in the Chennai Super Kings IPL team, where Dhoni has been skipper since the team's inception, raising the second conflict of interest.
Dhoni has 15% stake in Riddhi Sports, which is contracting a few players, the Indian team. He also has a position of vice president in the India Cement. So I don't know if it's a conflict of interest or not. That I am sure the board will tell us.
So to my mind, it is probably very much a public deal. 1. 2. As long as captain, he is sensitive to the fact that there is this overhanging concept of conflict, then I would say that it's not really a problem, as long as everybody in the team as well as everybody outside in terms of the selectors know this.
कॉन्फ्लिक्ट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट हो सकता है, पर एक बात मैं बोलता हूँ, जब भी क्रिकेट कंट्रोल बोर्ड की सिलेक्शन कमेटी का मीटिंग होता है, वह कैप्टन हैज गॉट लॉट ऑफ से. आप जो बोलते हो कि रैना और ये 2-3 प्लेयर भी है, हो सकता है कि मिस्टर धोनी उनको फेवर करता होगा, हो सकता है.
Officials at Riti Sports have confirmed that MS Dhoni indeed does have a stake, an equity stake in the company, but they claim the profits of the company mean a negligible sum for Dhoni and that he is not a director on the company's board.
Important thing over here really is the fact that Riti wants us to believe that the association that Mahendra Singh Dhoni has with the management is not great. His profits are negligible and he's not a director. But let's look at their website now. First, clearly here you can see Mahendra Singh Dhoni very prominently features on the website of Riti Sports Management. And if you scroll down, you can also see this logo of Chennai Super Kings. That's the IPL team that Mahendra Singh Dhoni captains. Also, come to this portion. Mahendra Singh Dhoni is so clearly featured on the website.
Dhoni already has a known conflict between his role as Chennai Super Kings captain and vice president of India Cements. Well, this latest revelation has sparked off questions if it is right for MS Dhoni to have a business link with 3 players and decide their selection. Also, are business ties behind Dhoni's silence, notorious silence on the betting scandal. But it isn't just MS Dhoni, is it? We've revealed here on Headlines today that there is a conflict of interest as far as the person you were least likely to expect to be named in relation to a conflict of interest episode. Anil Kumble, president of the Karnataka State Cricket Association, also the vice president of the KSCA, Venkatesh Prasad. Rasesh Mandani, who's been bringing us these exclusive details on the continuing conflict of interest saga, is with me live for more on this. Rasesh, has there been any word from Anil Kumble and about this conflict of interest that we've been reporting about here on Headlines today and told our viewers about now?
Well, I think this issue has been raked up in the past as well, and with Anil Kumble, of course, the situation at this point in time is that he isn't associated with the Indian cricket team in any way. He's obviously the president of the Karnataka Cricket Association. Yet, people who hold positions of importance in the BCCI, having a management firm under which the national players are also being managed, is a clear conflict of interest situation. It's a situation which is not welcome. It's a situation which invites questions being raised, and we do not want such questions being raised to cricketers of repute of Anil Kumble and Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Of course, with someone like Dhoni, it's an even more alarming situation because he happens to be a captain of the Indian cricket team, and any possible allegation of bias is something that any Indian cricket fan would not want of an Indian captain.
Rasesh, stay with me. There are more explosive details coming in about the nature of MS Dhoni's conflict of interest. We're staying with the story because with each passing moment, there are more explosive and incriminating details coming out. Despite Reeti Sports' evidence to the contrary, the value of Dhoni's contract with the player management company is valued to be 70 crore rupees annually, which translates to a total of 210 crore rupees, the costliest deal in Indian cricket. Remember, the company itself has said that the profits accrued to MS Dhoni are negligible as far as he is concerned. But we've got details. That's a deal with the player management company that is valued to be 70 crore rupees annually, which translates to a total of 210 crore rupees over 3 years, the costliest deal in Indian cricket. Alright, we spoke to YP Singh just a short while ago about the conflict of interest angle, and we will get you more about this breaking news in just a bit. Here's what YP Singh said.
This is certainly under the law a major conflict of interest because the rule says there should be, even if there is a real likelihood of bias. These are the words, real likelihood of bias. It means that even if there is no bias, there is likelihood of bias. Certainly that gets covered into it. Now, if Mr. Dhoni is a captain of a team, he gives a very just and fair order with respect to players of Reeti Sports like Jadeja and others. Even if that order is very just and fair, that will be looked at with suspicion. Such are the eminent principles. And if we go by these principles, certainly there is a massive conflict of interest and it renders Dhoni ineligible to perform functions of a captain.